In this video, we are going to look at factorizing monic quadratic trinomials. First, we need to understand what is monic quadratic trinomial. Expressions of the type x squared plus 7x plus 12 are called quadratic trinomial expressions because the highest power of x is 2 and the expression has 3 terms. It is called monic as the coefficient of x squared is 1. Now, instead of the letter x, we could use any other letter. For example, m squared plus 7m plus 12. That is also quadratic trinomial. Now, for example, x plus a times x plus b, which is a product of binomial expressions. And if you expand, which you have already learned how to expand, you get x squared plus bx plus ax plus ab. And if you combine the middle terms, you get x squared plus a plus b in bracket x plus ab. So you can see a plus b is the sum of two numbers a and b, and ab is the product of two numbers a and b. Now we know factorization is reverse of expanding. So we are going to look at how to factorize monic quadratic trinomials. It means we should have the middle term as the sum of two numbers and the last term as product of two numbers. Let's look at an example. Factorize x squared plus 7x plus 12. So you need to look for two numbers such that sum is 7 and the product is 12. So if you look at two numbers, sum is 7 and the product is 12. So it could be 4 and 3, and we know 4 plus 3 is 7. So now what we do is set it out as two parentheses, write x and x. Because two numbers are 4 and 3, just write plus 4 and plus 3. So x squared plus 7x plus 12 can be written as product of binomial expressions x plus 4 times x plus 3. And you can always check by expanding if your answer is correct or not. Part B, x squared minus 3x minus 10. This time you need to look for two numbers such that sum is negative 3 and the product is negative 10. I always like to start with the product of two numbers. So we can see the possibilities could be negative 5 times 2, and you can see it is negative 5 plus 2. Now set it out with two parentheses. Write x in each of the parentheses and then write down the two numbers negative 5 and 2. And if you again expand, you get x squared negative 5x plus 2x minus 10. Part C. Again, look for two numbers such that sum is negative 5 and the product is 6. Now this time sum is negative number. So it means, and the product is positive, it means both numbers are going to be negative. So it could be negative 3 times negative 2. And you can see negative 5 is negative 3 plus negative 2. So set it out as product of binomial expressions. Okay, another example, m squared plus m minus 6. This time, look for two numbers such that sum is 1 and the product is negative 6. So sum is positive and the product is negative. So it means one of the number is going to be positive, other negative. So you could have 3 times negative 2. And this can be written as 3 plus negative 2, which is 1. Set it out with two parentheses. And this time, instead of x, we have letter m. So m, and here we two numbers here. The two numbers were 3 and negative